He flicks back over to the Cypher, and more recently, I mean, Mistic adopting the Viper here as well. It wasn't previously part of FNATIC's composition here, but no other surprises, really. I mean, looking at V1's, no adjustment once again, other than jammyz coming onto the Killjoy here, which is interesting, because obviously previously that was the Viper pick. So going without the Viper Astro kind of strength here that I was expecting on Ascent, and zellsis flipping back onto the Phoenix, which was a talking point in the previous map. As I said, a slight composition change on Icebox, and it looks like actually we've got it in a total 180 in the other direction here on Ascent.
I like that. All right, bit of a change up. Keep in mind this looks different to that new turn game. Your different roster to an external roster, but agent selection. So again, this could be quite unique. If they prepped for that game, if they watched the most recent tapes, this could be a different look.
It could be a little more kind of frontline support to Penny in that role. But yeah, I think the V1 have played Astro and Viper so well that this is an interesting decision.
We love the jump peek, the quick reset after you hit the head on the top, but you can see playing to that smoke. Doma happy to play on the very verge of this. There is going to be a split coming through. zellsis succeeds against MAGNUM, so it's going to be Doma feeling a little isolated, and they have not completely crossed. There it is. There's the rest of the punch, the 1-2. And it's going to be the site take for sure. zellsis, great work in finding so much room. Derke on the play back in, and look, he's been great, but a 1v4 to kick things off might be a little bit beyond him, but a beautiful site take from V1 here.
Really, really nice pistol round there. Again, the pinch was perfectly timed. They get set up outside A lobby the whole while. zellsis and jammyz picking up that slack elsewhere on tree, and they actually find a beautiful entry. Yeah, the time of the hit, just perfect collapse onto site. I mean, Doma unfortunately has to walk into the smoke there to try and find a kill, but can't get anything done at all.
So good little bound back here for version 1. Just get that mental in the right place, not get too bogged down after. It can weigh heavily on some if they do lose a lead like they had, that 12-2, you know, that can definitely impact, but a nice little mental reset. Derke, though, good connection towards Penny. And that's about it for now. No, I guess a stack towards A coming out from FNATIC on the defending side.
Slow down a little bit here, and FNATIC to maybe go hunting for a little bit of information, maybe kill somewhere. Lots of damage onto Vanity, actually. They're going to try and close the distance here, but Boaster will fall.
Good work.
He gets traded out here.
Yeah, good work from Vanity, effys, and Penny to all keep their cool there. No one fumbled their lines, kept it clean. MAGNUM can't get the punish. The dink came in, but it didn't really matter. Derke playing aim practice, gets one towards effys, but this round will be version 1's, and it's a good one too. 4 alive, keeping everything building in the right direction.
Stuff. I didn't even actually mention it at the start there. I did note it, but Boaster obviously switching over from the Sova. Traditionally, what we saw historically, I guess, with FNATIC here on Ascent. Obviously, first time we've seen it at Reykjavik, but I'm interested to see him on that Sky pick, which isn't somewhere we usually see him. No. Again, last time we did see the variation from FNATIC here was Mistic coming over to the Viper. So coming into the, I guess, FNATIC's first buy round here. We'll see if it begins becoming apparent at least.
There's Derke postured up. Good first pick. Going to fall away from that. Penny now gone. Falls away to a new angle. A little committed on this, but being Jet does get the ability to dash out. It feels it for Derke. Man, he is sharp today. It's not Phoenix, but he's definitely got a hot hand in this one. Now, effys and jammyz, let's see if they can maybe thread the needle, cut between the two, see if they can cost them a rifle here. That would be perfect for V1. Boaster feeling the pressure, gets the info, swings on it. Should keep it clean, and does. So effys now. Don't know if he could be able to catch anything from this. The fake flash force effys off, allow Derke the angle. Loses the fight, so that's a rifle gone. Keep in mind, you want to keep this clean. And effys doing a little bit of damage to the economy, but not too much. Boaster there, keeping it safe. 1 rifle lost, but conversion for FNATIC.
I think they're a bit bigger picture. Derke, I mean, he falls and gets his Blade Storm online anyway here, so, you know, we could ride that out if they do want to potentially try and build this momentum. But it's a great opening from Derke, and goes hunting once again. finds the second, finds the third, and spike down. And again, I love the readjustment from Boaster as well. They know that they've kind of prioritized B main, and that kind of internal clock starts ticking. He's like, actually, mid's been exposed. It's been left open for, 15 to 20 seconds. And comes around and perfectly times that flash.
Derke's a madman.
Hello.
He just walked mid. Hello, Derke? Okay, that was a little brave, wasn't it? I mean, they're all there as well. That's the sketchier part. The 3-play stack towards top mid. You've got Penny just spamming, hoping for connection. He knows he's got him pinned to an extent. Derke does get out of there, but ooh, scary beginning. V1 almost catching him on that. Quick play up towards Cat. Gonna try and get that control in middle.
V1 trying to sit back and get a read for this, I guess, in that previous round with the aggression coming out from FNATIC. We were maybe anticipating that here. Not sure he actually spotted that, but the spy cam going to give the information away. MAGNUM punishes jammyz. Neither of the tripwires set off either, so I don't think that information would have been noted by jammyz before he fell, but FNATIC still set up to greet this push back on towards A.
Over. You're dead.
The double stack on short from FNATIC and greet this 3-play up.
Huge
You can see
paranoia.
already Doma's done well to deny this, to buy a bit of time on these rotations. You still have Derke waiting. Knives out at dawn, just already going to take down 2 pennies and effys falls, but Vanity trying the best he can on this to swing. He's ahead of it. He's got the angle to play with, but the spike's down on shore. He knows Doma's up to something. He's read this well. Vanity, can he try and dig them out of this scenario? 13 seconds though. If he had the spike, maybe he could have done something, but waiting patiently will be MAGNUM and Mistic. And it's over and done with FNATIC. Get this one rolling after what could have been a great play, but the combination that Doma pulled off there with the play coming in from Derke, well handled on that pressure coming through on short.
Probably the freest skill we'll see throughout the series. MAGNUM just sat in the spike cam, but this is massive from Derke to find both of those, and then Doma, like I said, amazing paranoia thrown through to completely stop that aggression. Derke there to capitalize on it also.
Look at the switch up of utility too. And there's Derke on the push out with the op as well. He's taking space. He does not care for your turret. He's going to take your life. And already this mid aggression is a reflex. Derke! A pixel out of place is all the man needs apparently. These are pistols against him, but he looks unfazed. Doesn't want to overstay his welcome. Doesn't want to get swarmed here. There's still danger in this. effys, Penny, and Vanity trying to find this pick, but they've got middle control, but at what cost? Seeker's going to come down, spot them out, find them, and keep them pressured back, and Derke retaking this territory.
Yeah, Boaster actually now comes through. He's going to punish effys and Penny. Will rotate back towards mid. The fake flash goes out, but Vanity tucked down there. Boaster deals with that one. His third on the round, and FNATIC's third on the board. Beautiful opening once again by Derke. Just zero respect played to the turret, to jammyz. Even there, just it's beautiful. They've got to try and do something. They've got to try and do something to stop Derke in the early round. Again, the operator not so prominent on Icebox, but here on Ascent already the way he's playing, and it's so much value on the back of almost no kind of utility play, right? It's just Derke going creeping.
But look, if any region knows how to deal with operator aggression, it's North America. So many of these teams just capitalize on it. They're so well aware of how this can be played. I want to see that Phoenix in use, and you're going to have to commit that utility a little earlier, but they're going to put so much faith in him to lock down the entirety of B and basically middle with the camp and stack out towards A for FNATIC. A good read, as it looks like version 1 are heading this way. Mistic on that jump peak. Resetting the movement nice and quickly, trying to get that info if anyone does manage to make it across.
Slow down again. Derke just, he's on a walkabout.
Mid though, the timing on mid is everything. Zellsis and jammyz, if he makes a step,
no way,
anything. Now the camera might.
So he's up underneath the turret right now.
The turret can't see it. Does he wait? No, he takes the opportunity now. That Zellsis gone, but while that happened, Doma got aggressive, feeling himself now, found 2, and now there's problems aplenty. 1 up short and 1 towards main. effys, there's still so much utility to try and work through towards A. Now jammyz could alleviate that pressure, but there's 2 players filling the void. Good connection on the first shot, but Boaster denies. FNATIC looking very well situated here.
Again, you leave that gap open, and this is the first time, again, jammyz hasn't really posted up with the turret, directly watching the B main walkout, but
Oh,
again,
with the flash.
perfectly timed as well. Yeah, a little bit of a team flash comes through, but it's fine, right? He's not turned to face it there.
Bye-bye.
This is the thing, right? As long as your enemies are flashed longer than you are, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
Now, and look at this adjustment of utility again. Look at they are literally putting 4 players in the correct side. They have the right reads on this. This is big brain play from FNATIC. They have 4 players basically leaning towards B. You've got Derke gonna go and walkabouts in middle. Again, slicing right through. There might be a fight with Vanity on that one, but Penny gonna show presence, but there's so much here on the other side. Magnum's camera still in play. And you can have that one-way, well. Just dirty too, but good counter utility might allow them to step through. Derke trying to follow that jet on the way out, doesn't quite get what he wants. Penny's still alive, but look at this util spam. It is just completely engulfing every part of this. But considering the lighter purchase coming out from V1, they're on the site. Magnum does not care. He is going to put his body on the line. He doesn't get much for it, though. A 2-for-1, a 3-for-1 trade out. VERSION1 finding value here. Doma. Oh, Doma and Derke quickly pulling this back from the brink as Vanity now called upon to save VERSION1 again. Great shot on Doma. But it's him against Derke. The lineup's not there. He's going to have to swing on this now. He does need to face this. No, Derke, no way! He's gotten away with it again!
I know, but that transfer from Doma was absolutely insane. What a retake. Again, Vanity, the last man standing up on lane. Again, he can't give too much away, but the smoke comes down just before Doma falls, and it sets Derke up to just stick that defuse. What an amazing retake here. This transfer was insane. I thought he was going to snap to the left, but he actually snapped
I was
right
ready.
there. He would have found the third as well. He would have found the third as well.
But also, let's call it for what it is. Penny made that round viable. That was a real light buy. There wasn't much to it. They got through all that utility. They made it for the spike plant. V1 did really well there to get that far. That was a frenzy, sheriffs, bits and pieces. Now, this will force the tactical timeout. And V1 need to adjust here, because they are being run over by Derke. They are being predicted pretty heavily in this. The correct calls coming out from FNATIC are being a huge issue. It feels like Cypher is everywhere on this map for them.
And V1 trying to put the stops on it right now. Again, even with that round perfectly set up by V1, but actually FNATIC back up. They respect the lockdown, and even with all of that kind of utility invested in the early round, yes, V1 get entry, they get site control, but FNATIC just brawl their way back on. It's the worst kind of round to lose, especially on that purchase as well coming out. I mean, really, it's Penny, like you said, opening things up with the Blade Storm, at least creating that space and forcing a couple of players from FNATIC off these key angles.
Now take this what you will, though, right? Like, this is still V1 on the attacking side, having to kind of come back into this after a pretty hefty blow on map 1. They still have to rekindle a little bit of that magic that was happening on map 1 in the earlier rounds, but I think the scarier part, if you look at this from a technical standpoint, is once these rifles have come out, V1 have looked a little lost here, so I'm glad the timeout happened now.
Okay, again, this time jammyz gonna post up. They keep Derke in check here, at least on B main, but I mean, it comes back to the discussion we were just starting to have, right? It's this rotation of utilities, the switch up of these setups, and FNATIC just have such a good read on which rounds are the ones that they want to play proactively. Kind of deny this early control from V1. Derke now might actually pick up one player walking through. Penny actually drifting through that nebula here. Doesn't find anything on the other side, but Boaster sitting so deep here, just trusting Derke to control B main and market here. And again, off the back of those early rounds, I think it's the right decision. They can create so much space.
Now, there has been that double stack on short. There's been a super tricky factor to get past, but Doma's still good for 2. How does he get 2 out of that with so much pressure coming in? They're using the timing so well off the back of the Hunter's Fury. Vanity trying to do it for his side, but now on 1v2. Derke still stands, and he removes effys from the equation. It's the 1v1. But jammyz gets the spike. Oh, he just keeps his head down. Derke up above. Can't do it. jammyz lives. 11 HP is what it takes. And V1 convert finally in a gun round.
Crazy. And again, doma in a spot where he's able to kind of quell this aggression so quickly on 3. Yes, it comes through, but finding 2 there. Vanity actually does, yeah, done. Vanity is good, yes.
Yeah.
Vanity
yeah,
is
no,
very
that's
good
it.
player. Very good player.
He did so well to find those 2 kills, because otherwise that would have been, what, like a 2v4 on the site? So,
yeah.
very well played to him in that regard. Zellsis does have ult, so does Vanity here.
You are divided!
Cosmic Divide going to throw up. Over on A, and zellsis is looking to close the distance very quickly. Doma, to dip his toes, though, will find Penny on the way in. zellsis and is running back. It's also cancelled out here, and the Cosmic Divide time, and actually going to run down. They're not going to get any site control on the back of this utility being invested.
Seekers go down, going to reveal a little bit of information still. There is that split coming up short later. Now that zellsis is going to work back on through. No one's playing directly in towards tree. It's more kind of that deeper hold coming in from MAGNUM, and jammyz going for the look, trying to punish this flank that has been exploited, but Boaster very aware. Derke catching that re-rotate through middle. zellsis still accounted for, and Derke wants a bit more. The cape could give it away if it's not careful. So Derke's going to be just holding this for now. Spike is still in the hands of effys. And Vanity, can he make any space off this?
Mistic.
Doma's still such a problem as well. Yeah, Doma, he's not letting him move, man. Doma is being such a good player at finding these angles for them. effys does get the reveal, though. Gonna find him. Quick! Desperation spray. Pretty labored there towards MAGNUM, but woof! I need that fan, dude.
It's like an effys from 3 patches ago, right? Just trying to send it at MAGNUM. Right here again, Doma just dipping his toes before the Cosmic Divide, and again, just a small thing there, the adjustment to not have the Cosmic Divide cut off the switch to make it easy for them to close the door here allows Doma to play this spot, right? The aim for version 1 is never to come through and take either control of the door, the switch, or tree, at least from A main side. So a little bit of an adjustment there, I think, required on that set piece, because I mean, Doma just hitting 2 shots. Yeah, sure, you can't bank on it, but nobody posted up from V1 watching that. I'm not so sure.
It's broken the money now. Tactical timeout for FNATIC, maybe just to keep the focus up, keep it in control of the game, or simply just to get into V1's heads here.
Say, they're getting a little loud over there. I'm like, this is more like of a flex timeout.
Why not? Money's good as well. 3.5, 6.1, 5.3, solid. Yeah, Doma's a little lighter, but he has been filling that space so perfectly. And you've seen the kind of, Doma and Derke combination, like, directly together on Icebox, but this is just Doma doing great. This is the guy that I did title Big Daddy Doma. So he's kind of doing that work again. And we got to look at V1 for the adjustment here. They've got to find a little bit of a way back in. Out of all the real gun rounds, we've had that one posted up off the back of Vanity finding great deals of space. Finding those 2 picks on the site was massive for them. You need a little more of that, and this round on the money is going to be kind of nasty.
So, again, not this round specifically, but looking for V1 to maybe make a bit of a switch up here, because again, I got to put a lot of weight into what Derke's doing in the early round. And so far, I mean, 1 round they've been able to kind of deal with that, and then maybe a little bit of a misread, and jammyz is actually caught off guard by Boaster. Again, anticipating the fact that that's been left open for so long, but he's just rotating. The Cypher setup and Derke rotating every single round here it's got V1 just kind of scrambling for an answer.
Mid control going to be gained for V1, forcing Derke away from this. Confirmation after the back of that ping. They're going to be able to walk up short. Now, there is still going to be MAGNUM on the other side. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, the count to 3. Yeah, the classic, right? And Vanity's going to just thread the needle, though. Really well played by Vanity, just keeping it quiet, almost burst on contact. Boaster is here, though. High flash towards heaven. He knows there's now presence coming his way. Vanity gonna be coming through. Good catch from effys. This is a light buy round, and they made a great deal out of it, but they don't expect doma. Still waiting in hell, bringing them down to it. FNATIC succeeding again. V1, they found a bit of room there, but again, they're only on the pistols.
And actually rare that doma's not in a position to kind of, you know, stop that push coming on through to MAGNUM or whoever it is rotating onto play tree, but doma is just rock solid right now for FNATIC. Just time and time again. Yeah, Boaster low HP, takes the first contact here, Spike falls on the back of effys, and doma has an advantageous 1v1 with a low HP vanity.
We need to make sure they can't do that.
Again, even just noting there, you need to make sure they
they
can't walk
can't do
up
that.
here. You already, again, the troubleshooting on the fly, right?
Yep, Derke trying to greet it with sheer force from short. Boaster gets noted from top middle. Big reaction as well from the Viper to pop the ult towards B, so half of the map's now cut off.
This is key though. It's Derke that goes over and peeks short, and they're thinking, okay, well, he's rotated now. He's playing short with the operator. He's going to post in tree, but actually, he's going to drift away. And FNATIC set up perfectly now for where V1 are going to lean towards.
They've read the mid play. They've got the confirmation on it too. There's going to be the Hunter's Fury coming down. effys going to try and send them in, give them a little bit of a way forward. Mistic avoiding it just fine. And they haven't had that hit on the site yet. They're still looking for that first pick. Now, Mistic just found Penny. Oh dear, that's not the beginning. And I think Penny was the one in towards Connector over by Market. So still, V1 struggling for that final push towards the site itself. They still need this pick, and FNATIC are saying, nah, we'll sit as deep as we have to. We do not have to give you a single inch in this. V1 have to be the aggressors. 37 seconds. No gateways are open. It might be this late lean back towards A, and you highlighted it. Derke and doma, the D&D combo, still waiting here.
Doma playing a cheeky little off angle once again.
Here we go.
Potentially a one and done, but he's going to have everybody knocking on the door here. Good for the first, the
Oh!
second, the third. Oh my word, Doma is playing insane right now.
The D&D combo coming alive, holding it down. And they'd been conditioned to be paranoid about MAGNUM playing towards short, playing by tree, and this swing off the back, and there was still the attention being drawn towards Derke. There's no way through. V1 are under lock and key right now, living in the pockets of FNATIC. And doma looking unfazed, man. He looks ready to go. 3-8, Hypok. I did not expect this.
No, this is sheer dominance here from FNATIC. V1 now going to try and switch things up a little bit. The lockdown invested. Going to try a quick zone off on B, but look at this. Everybody stacked up here. Derke has gone hunting already. He's already on the flank. Boaster finds the first. This is disgusting.
This utility, this crunch, just to get out towards B is so much. TP towards the back of Boathouse. doma actually tried to commit on it. Vanity, happy to find that. Says, yeah, no worries. We'll take any freebie we're given. Already, though, how has MAGNUM got here? Unchecked on. Oh, no, that's a freebie on jammyz. No way. Another 3v3. Derke able to instantly work through. There's the divide. They're all on the side. Great work from zellsis. Isolates MAGNUM. And he wants more. You know he's going to hold this like his life. Might just depend on it. Derke, Mistic on the other side. He's still there. He's still holding. They know it. Just on that other side. Here we go. In it comes zellsis. Great work on it. And effys shuts down Derke. Good hold. And just enough buffer for the second half.
Yeah, the best of a worst, best of a bad scenario, I gotta say it. But FNATIC just showing such a good grasp on reading V1. And again, I just want to come back to that previous round again, where we just caught that soundbite, right? We've got to make sure they can't do that again. What's the answer? Cypher and Viper go over towards B. Derke peeks short in the early round. There's a wall set up covering market and tiles. It's perfect. Viper ult comes into B main. It's literally the perfect way to counter that. Actually, then, they find a kill elsewhere, and V1 have to lean back towards executing on A. And who is it? It's Derke and doma there to hold it down. A beautiful response there, and I love hearing them address that on the fly.
Now the second half, pistols have eluded FNATIC. Previous to now, V1 have been solid at these. If their mental game is on point, they can pick this right back up. They can close that gap off the back of the pistol almost. Flash through middle. FNATIC gonna start working towards tree. It's gonna be zellsis on the other side. Gonna have Penny not too far away. Quick flash in there. Actually gonna pressure right in. Zellsis
I love this.
Checked on. No, he has been seen. Derke has found him. And now they're going to play through towards heaven. Going to cut off the rotations. Effy on the chopping block does find one, but a quick 2-for-1 trade. FNATIC find the site. And now where's that spike? Still in hand, still going to be planted. It's Doma with it to do. effys and jammyz going to try and play this one back in.
Spike planted.
Bit of an off-default plant. MAGNUM already got the spy cam set up here, but keep your eyes on A main. Mistic set up deep here. You can see already the snake bite floating over. Actually has to line up for heaven to cut off this push out.
And you have to then pick short.
This is brutal.
There is nowhere to go,
This is
nowhere to
brutal.
run, nowhere to hide. You got to bide your time. More of it being bought. Look at these layers. Oh, just so much just to get to this point, and let alone get to the side. Doma says, no, not today, bud. Mistic the same. It's now FNATIC picking up the pistol.
What an amazing pistol round strat as well. Again, the paranoia comes through, and the full expectation there is, yeah, we'll sit in tree. That's just to kind of get the entry towards door, you know, maybe get in through A main, cut me off these angles. But what happens? As three, they push through, they break through glass, they take heaven control initially, and V1 have to play so deep. They have to give up all of that space early on. And right there, I mean, again, leaving Mistic way back deep, he's in a position where as soon as they try to regroup for that retake, and there's a line up there to stop it. Then the spy cam. There's all this, like, such early kind of utility to contest with on that retake that it makes it impossible for V1.
Both these teams coming through in that second place spot. V1 living a little longer towards the upper side of things, but FNATIC thriving in the lowers, it seems. Vanity going to aggress a little further forward. And look, they used to be called Bucky FC. Let's see if they're aware of what's on the other side. Yeah, they are. Mistic, no worries with that. Flash down to Wine just in case.
Here.
And while this happens...
Double stack.
Yeah. This could be anything but fun for Derke. Surely you don't expect two. You're going to get one, but he checks on a second. He doubled down on it. effys does shut him down, but now you're going to see V1 down to jammyz and effys again. These two trying to just keep this together. This is going to be double digits on the board, Hypoc.
This is scary right now for V1. MAGNUM going to clean that one up, and I got to say, towards the end of that performance with New Turn, really the cracks started to show, right? And we credit V1 for the mid-round calling and remain composed under pressure here, but this is a big round deficit. I mean, one of the biggest we've seen V1 operate under, so now the pressure insurmountable for them here to dig back into this map.
You can see it starting to look a little bit worrying as double digits are achieved. Now, bonus round for FNATIC, full buy coming out are the best that they're going to get for V1 in this. It has to start now for V1. They cannot wait any longer. If there's any damage done, problems become even more insurmountable. Penny just going to posture up over towards long. No initial contact as FNATIC. Not particularly a fully light buy. Derke does have a rifle out.
I love that. I always just love seeing what a Cypher is up to mid-round. Posted up outside there. Again, FNATIC anticipating maybe V1 trying to counter the way these rounds have gone with some aggression. Mistic over here. Creating that pressure.
Lovely combo.
Yeah. Was the damage necessary? Going to keep Boaster. Keep him honest for the time being. Actually, might actually be able to isolate one in market here. jammyz posted up. He will come out, find Derke initially. And I think retreat.
Where is the eventual goal here? They look a little lost without the plan. V1 going to dig their heels in on this round.
30 seconds left.
As said, you want to see it be kept clean. Maybe they're just trying to get the rifles away and purely playing to that. They don't really care for much more. Doma up towards it. Back. What did Doma have for breakfast, dude? He's still landing shots. V1 though, going to keep them at arm's length. Doma going to cost them 2, not 3. Penny controls, and we have 1 on the board for version 1, and they needed that. 3 stay alive here.
They didn't. I think you're right. FNATIC could just kind of look to do some damage, maybe get some ultimate progression, which is why we kind of see things a little scrappy, I guess, a little bit of split focus, kind of 2 or 3 different executions going on at the same time. But I guess 2 consolation kills at least on the back of Doma. To see, yeah, they can. I mean, they can buy back into this one. Still no light armors across the board as effys and zellsis down to 200 and 400 credits respectively. Derke are going to ride the blade storm here, so making the play for the operator, and rifles across the board elsewhere.
It's Penny again, who's going to have to deal with a lot coming his way. They are all walking right towards him. He's expecting the player on the top. He's going to see at least 2. That's more than enough. Flash comes out. Derke takes the site. We are in. Derke to go towards heaven as well. MAGNUM finds 1. Good work from Vanity to quickly shut down Derke. No more threats in that aspect for now. Vanity going to try and keep that spike under pressure as well. Combination could be good on that. I don't see too much damage or too much off the back of it just yet. Spike now down.
See FNATIC set up in this close one now. Mistic actually no snake bites left, so that's not going to be the play here. They want to take control of this. MAGNUM actually set aside the spike, and the flash comes from zellsis, just comes swinging onto site here. jammyz will find Boaster elsewhere, but the trade comes through.
Yeah, but Vanity still stands, and he is refusing to lose. effys saving version 1 here. Good work in the end off the back of Vanity, finding 2 out of nowhere. And they need a couple of these rounds to come through for them. They need that confidence back.
They really do. Need to get it rolling early in this round again. Decent opportunity, and again, I love the fact that Derke's still trying to be aggressive there, even when they get a little bit of control of sight. Great work from Vanity again.
Let's go! Nice fucking round.
go.
Beautiful stuff. But again, I love it from Derke. He just keeps going hunting. He wants to punish even further. FNATIC actually able to muster together a little bit of a purchase here, at least down to 1200, 1400, and a couple of rifles on the board in the hands of Mistic and Doma.
You see Penny having his own walkabouts. We saw what happened with Derke doing it. Speaking of, Derke having a little bit of a stroll through middle. jammyz now fully aware. Not going to have any of what he's trying to sell today. jammyz going to control middle. Good work from him. Finding one of the danger men here. FNATIC not finding a way in. You can see them testing a couple of different approaches, looking across the map for that first entry, and no one's giving much. But for now, all they've noted is there was a marshal coming through, so not too much to be worried about yet. But you can see the slow coming in towards short, allowing the folks to be drawn towards main. zellsis going to be tasked with keeping control 2. Does well onto 1, but Doma with the trade. It's now sight ready and waiting, but Penny finding Doma shuts down that second prong of the attack.
And actually, they come through and they do clear hell. Actually, what?
What?
Mistic and Boaster still win that one. Seekers invested here, find themselves at a 2v2. Boaster down to 7 HP though. Mistic still got 2 snake bites, so he could potentially reset here.
Oh, he's off.
I'm going to force them out.
He's got the lineup on this. So yeah, Boaster may be dead in the water.
Beautiful.
But now timing's everything. He's going to have to invest
One enemy
one of them
remaining.
on it. There it is. Mistic takes down effys. jammyz has
Oh,
nothing
it's
to
beautiful.
do. No way did they pull that off.
Oh, Lauren, the bait is perfect. Boaster getting detained makes them think, yeah, they tried to
Think it's
fall
the
back all the
Viper.
way out. And again, not anticipating. They're thinking that Mystic's the one detained, right? The ult
Yeah,
is on
because
site.
it's the ult's there.
That was so beautiful.
They just galaxy brained it.
They
Enemy
just
remaining.
force-fed them information and then capitalized on it. It was so beautifully done.
Mistic.
Oh my god. 11 to 6. FNATIC had no right to turn that round. You saw the buy there coming in, a couple of rifles, but it wasn't even the guns that got him that. Just galaxy brain plays coming through. Now you're going to see aggression as the answer from version 1. They want back in. They are looking ferocious to try and fight any advantage. Now taking down MAGNUM, that's a good beginning. They get control towards that B side of things. Doma tries to find the info off the back, gives a little bit of intent, but it's over towards A we go. Short has most of that utility put down. jammyz caught in no man's land. The timing could not be worse. The site's all theirs. Derke can confirm it.
Couple of things for V1 to fight back in here, but a direct 4v4. zellsis with the running back. Cosmic Divide. The Blade Storm also. So we're going to get a bit of investment here.
Nice Nice work from Penny on the first. They need a couple more like that. Penny looking for the opportunity. Now Mystic's doing his damage as much as he can. Vanity gone, who's been clutch for them so far, but it's low HP for Mistic, 19 only. Effy's gonna find Doma, but Mistic still lives. Boaster's still alive in the 1v1. Zellsis. But Boaster plays the time to perfection. It's 12 for FNATIC.
This is
Match point.
so fantastic to watch, and no bias intended, but FNATIC are playing beautiful Valorant right now. Just time and time again, when we talk about it, we always credit the playbook and how deep it is for FNATIC, and they've shown so many just clean executes, so many clean post-plant setups. And most of them not relying on that utility crutch, right? They're able to lean either direction here, and V1 backs against the wall. FNATIC, map and series point here.
It all comes down to this. Version 1 could be going home in this round. And it would be an EU team to send them there. I could not imagine this. But FNATIC's elevation, their approach today has been nothing short of formidable. But Derke going to lead the way on this one. There's still presence on the site, spotting out one towards Hell. Seekers go in. Jammyz in all kinds of danger, but Zellsis going to find Boaster. Great work from Zellsis, refusing to lose, but gets put down by Doma. And now the 3v3, Spike not planted. Got the denial coming in. Oh, comes out. Penny forced off the angle just a touch. Now the Spike plant comes down.
Get the neural theft going in. They know how deep they're playing this. They're all set up for this retake already, so FNATIC got to do magic to run the clock down.
Oh,
here.
Magnum!
Finds the first,
Magnum!
the second!
They've only done it for FNATIC, sending version 1 home, living through the lower bracket. This is exceptional from FNATIC. And I don't know what celebration it's going to be now, but I think you can see what this means to them. They make it one step further. Is this North America going home on the airplane right now? It does look like it is.
You can see on their faces who are absolutely chuffed with themselves. What a fantastic performance from FNATIC here to eliminate version 1 from Reykjavik. Amazing stuff. Honestly, version 1, a team that personally impressed me so much. Again, big questions coming in. How well are they going to be handle this emergency sub situation? They've over-delivered in my eyes.
100%.